Hello, dear my esteemed viewers. Thank you very much for taking off time to watch my channel, my content. Um, in this channel, I normally share my knowledge as a quantity surveyor. So thank you very much for taking off time to watch my channel. I really appreciate all of you, my dear esteemed viewers. Before I delve into my discussion today, I kindly request you to please subscribe such that you don't miss out on very important information, very important knowledge that I'll be sharing in my subsequent videos. Please always make sure that you subscribe such that you don't miss out. Today I'm going to be exploring the roles of the contractor's quantity surveyor. In my previous video, I tackled the roles of the professional quantity surveyor. Today I'm going to be discussing the contractor's quantity surveyor, and in general, the roles of the contractor's quantity surveyor mirror those of professional QS, and some of them, among others, include the following. Quantity surveyor QS is working on the contractor side, majorly do what they call they do pricing of tender bills of quantities. The consultant quantity surveyors prepare the bills of the tender documents, which include excuse me, which include bills of quantities, and these ones are extended to the contractors to price. So it is the quantity surveyors who do that job of forecasting the costs of work to be done. They do the cost estimation of the construction work to be done, and that is one of the major roles. Secondly, quantity surveyors working on the contractor side do development of price quotations for construction works. This happens a lot. It happens where by normally clients engage the contractor directly and they require some say construction work to be done, but they don't have bills of quantities against which contractors can price or insert their prices for doing the work, their offers. So in this case, it is the QS's role to come up with the bills of quantities. The QS will go on site, take off measurements for the works to be done, do the description of the works, do the quantification of the works, and also do the pricing of the works. So this helps to come up with the tender sum, say a price quotation for doing the works, and this is very important. This is a very important part of the contracts between the client and the contractor. Then thirdly, QSs working for contractors also do what they call contract administration. All in simple terms, they do the day-to-day running of building projects. They manage construction contracts. You will realize that many quantity surveyors in construction firms contracts managers, they make sure that the contract is performed as per the contract. So they run the day-to-day of building projects. This will take me to my fourth point, fourth role, and that is preparation of claims. Claims vary. They can be time-related claims or financial related claims. They may, for instance, um, as you know, contracts normally have a fixed duration. Let's say 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, depending on the nature of the work to be done and under what conditions. There are delays that may come up during the execution period. Those delays may either be brought about by the client or the contractor. If those delays are brought about by the client, the contractor is entitled to compensation. It becomes a compensation event if a delay is brought about by a contractor, or by a client or their representative. So in this case, the QS it is the QS's role to prepare these claims. They may be financial or time related. And another incident can be where a contractor is instructed to do extra work or work that is not within the scope of work under the contract. So in such a case, the QS will prepare a financial claim for extra work done. My fourth role, according to my experience, is Contractor's QSs will liaise with the consultant's QS or the client's QS on behalf of the contractor during interim evaluation of works. There is a joint effort between the consultant QS and the contractor's QS of doing remeasurements of the works done and subsequent evaluation. So the contractor's QS acts on behalf of the contractor to make sure that the contractor is not cheated, and also the consultant QS acts on behalf of the employer to ensure that the client is not charged falsely or in a fraudulent way. So my sixth point, QS's price variations, or call them extra works, that come up during the construction period. So this is an important role played by the contractor's QS, or valuing of those variations that come up. They estimate the cost and price those variations. And lastly, quantity surveyors do cash flow forecasts for the contractors. They correlate the construction period with the value of the work, so the contractor knows. This informs the contractor of